Everything you think you know about the wolf is a carefully constructed lie. We've been told stories of bloodthirsty monsters and ruthless alpha leaders for generations. These stories have been passed down in our folklore, our movies, and even our early scientific textbooks. But what if the truth is far more complex, far more haunting, and far more terrifying than any fiction? Today we are following one solitary roamer into the heart of a frozen, unforgiving wilderness to witness something that was never supposed to be caught on camera. This is not a typical nature documentary. This is a journey into the shadows of the unknown. Stick with me until the very last second of this video, because I'm going to reveal a secret about wolf biology and their hidden social contracts that is so shocking, it makes everything else you've seen today look like a simple fairy tale. Once you learn this truth, the way you look at a forest, a mountain, or even the nature of survival itself will never be the same again. Meet the disperser. In the rigid world of scientific terminology, this is a wolf that has made the ultimate sacrifice, leaving the safety, the warmth, and the guaranteed food of its family pack. But why? Most people, even some experts, assume he was a weakling kicked out of the group or a rebel who lost a bloody fight for dominance. That is lie number one. He chose this path. He looked at the comfort of the pack and decided to step into a world where 70% of lone wolves do not survive their very first winter. Think about that for a moment. Why would a highly intelligent, deeply social creature choose a 70% chance of a cold, lonely death over the security of its kin? It is a question that has haunted the greatest biological minds for decades, and the answer lies hidden deep within the silent, snow-covered miles of the great outdoors. As he roams through the jagged northern peaks, notice the way he moves. He isn't just wandering aimlessly through the trees. He is scanning the environment with a focus that borders on the supernatural. But here is the catch. He isn't scanning for food. We'll get to his real target in a moment, and it's something scientists only recently discovered using advanced satellite tracking. Every single step he takes in this sub-zero temperature burns through thousands of precious calories. He hasn't eaten a meaningful meal in over 10 days. His stomach has shrunk to the size of a fist, and his body has begun the grim process of consuming its own muscle tissue just to keep his heart beating and his lungs expanding. Yet he moves with a rhythmic purpose that defies all biological logic. What is driving him forward when every cell in his body is screaming for him to stop and rest? Is it just hunger, or is it a deep, ancient, and nearly telepathic instinct that we are only just beginning to decode? Look closely at the terrain he is crossing right now. This is a no man's land, a lethal buffer zone between two powerful rival packs. If the scouts of either pack find him here, they won't just bark a warning or drive him away. They will eliminate him with calculated surgical precision. To survive in this zone, the roamer has to become a ghost. He doesn't walk on the ridges where he can be seen. He moves through the darkest ravines. He sleeps in the wide open, exposed to the brutal, skin-tearing wind, but he never allows himself to sleep for more than 20 minutes at a time. His brain has developed a fascinating evolutionary trick. It can rest in cycles, keeping one hemisphere alert to the slightest vibration in the frozen ground or the faint snap of a twig a mile away. He is a master of a world that actively wants him dead, and here is where the mystery deepens even further. Common wisdom tells us that a lone wolf is a weak wolf, a pathetic outcast. But the roam has taught him secrets that a pack wolf, protected by its family, will never have the chance to learn. He has learned the art of the solo hunt, taking down prey that is 5, sometimes 6 times his own body weight through pure psychological warfare and exhaustion. He has learned to read the sky like a map, predicting the arrival of a blizzard hours before the first gray cloud appears on the horizon. But stay focused, because we are now approaching the most controversial and least understood part of his long journey. See that dark shape in the distance, near the edge of the frozen river? That isn't a deer or an elk. That is his greatest natural enemy. And what is about to happen next is something that